Hello friends, I just got back from a photo shoot. Just in case you couldn't tell, Halloween photo shoot, a lot of fun, always my favorite time of year. So I wasn't planning on making this video, but I wanted to talk to you about an unexpected lens that I ended up using for the majority of today's shoot. I'm not gonna say it's my new favorite lens because it's absolutely not, but for 50 bucks, it deserves its own video. Today we are talking about the Pocket Dispo Lens. The Dispo lens takes the original plastic lens element from a single-use disposable camera like the Kodak's Fun Saver or Fujifilm Quick Snap, and they incorporate it into a new lens. So it's recycled, and I love that, and they 3D printed to fit whatever camera model you use. I'm using the Canon R5 and R6, so if you're a Sony shooter, you can also get it with the mount that's going to fit your camera body. This lens is tiny. It is about the same size as a body cap. We can actually compare them in size. I take the body cap off my R6. This is the body cap. This is the Dispo lens. It has a fixed focal length of about 28 millimeters and an aperture of about f10 or f11. So that means everything that's within 5 feet of you is not going to be fully in focus. Everything beyond 5 feet or 1.5 meters is going to be in focus. Oh, and it's super light. It weighs like less than an ounce. To me, it would make the most amount of sense if all body caps were made like the Dispo lens. So you have a camera ready to go at all times. Granted, it might not be the best quality lens ever made. It's not supposed to be, but at least you have something on your camera body that's ready to take a picture or a video so you don't miss a moment. There's no reason why body caps don't have a lens built into them. So when I was on the photo shoot today, we were shooting a Halloween themed photo shoot. So I wanted my pictures to look kind of gritty and lo-fi, and that's when I remembered, hey, I got this in my bag. I've never really used it before, so now was the perfect time. But what I realized was, on its own, it's not going to be that great inside because again, it's aperture of like f11, so it needs a lot of light for it to perform. And that's where my first tip comes in. To me, using a direct flash with this Dispo lens is peak disposable camera vibes. Now, you may have a camera that already has built-in flash. I don't, however, I do have this speed light that I can attach to the mount on my camera. This is essentially the setup that I was using for the photo shoot. So when I'm using the flash with this lens, I want it to be very direct, very harsh. That's the look I'm going for. And low-key, I kind of love that direct flash. Made a comeback a couple years ago and it's still going strong. If you don't believe me, just check out Taylor Swift's engagement pictures, direct flash. I want blown out highlights within reason. I want red eye, and I really want that natural vignetting that just draws your attention to the subject that you're shooting. Basically, disposable to me means unpolished images. It's exactly like what a point and shoot should be. You don't have to mess around with your settings. You literally just point and shoot. So using a flash with this Dispo lens isn't just a stylistic choice, it's an actual like reenactment of how disposable cameras should feel. And finally, my other tip for using this Dispo lens is a little kind of left field. This is kind of out there. There's obviously no threading on here to attach a filter, but that doesn't stop me from attaching a filter to this. All you need is my trusted sticky putty, or blue tack, I like to call it. I swear I think I mentioned this stuff in almost like every other video. I use sticky putty for everything. And I think this is a clever way to mount filters onto your Dispo lens. All you gotta do is use a little bit of the sticky putty and put it on the threads of your filter. Don't worry, it's not gonna leave any residue or anything like that. If anything, it's gonna clean some dust and debris out of your filter grooves. And once you have it applied kind of evenly like this, you can then go ahead and mount your filter onto the front of your Dispo lens. And just like that, you have a filter on your lens. So why is this a good idea? Well, this allows you to shoot video outdoors. You don't have to worry about not being able to adjust your settings. You now have an ND filter on here so you can control your exposure. And not only an ND filter, you can put it on a black pro mist if you want more bloom on your shot. The only caveat is your filter needs to be small enough to fit onto the face of the Dispo lens. So there you go, that's my quick review of the Dispo lens, a $50 no-brainer lens that you probably should have in your camera bag, if even as a body cap for your camera. I think it's worth it just to have it for that. But I had a lot of fun using this lens today. It's kind of like the first time I've really used it for a photo shoot. And I think it worked perfectly for the look that I was going for. Let me know what you think of this lens. If you have it already, are there some tips and tricks you would like to share? Leave them in the comments below, I'd love to check them out. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.